Welcome back to War Thunder Weekly News. I know it's April Fool's, but this video has no jokes in it. I just run a bit late, that's all. No jokes. So hit that subscribe button. Some cool things are happening. As of this recording, the April Fool's event hasn't started yet, but other April Fool's related things have, so I think I'll cover those. And I'll probably live stream the April Fool's event when it is live. So first off, out of the April Fool's event, there was the What Happened in Green Hills trailer, which had many odd things in it, hinting at what the event is going to be. Unfortunately, the event didn't come on the 31st like prior April Fool's events had. One of the strangest things is Green Hills is supposed to be a US city from the 80s or 90s. It had several buildings, definitely not from any city called Green Hills. Some of them, in fact, from China. One of them actually recognized a Sears Tower from Chicago, which is in Chicago. No city called Green Hills, and Chicago, to my knowledge, has never been affected by some sort of nuclear incident. Some people have been suspecting that it's hinting towards a Chinese tech tree. Personally, I think it's more of just a modeler having too much fun. Lots of other weird mysteries in the trailer. I'm sure they will all come together and make sense once the April Fool's event is live, which will probably be when this video is up. So hey, explain to me in the comments why it all makes sense now. Other April Fool's related things were 2 packs in the store. The first one being called the Real Free Abrams Pack, which comes with 13,337 Golden Eagles, an XM1 GM, Desert Camouflage, free parts and FPE included, at Real Free Abrams in-game title, got the free Abrams 2-part decal, whopping 13,337 minutes of premium time, which is about 9 days. The next pack is called Eye of the Tigor, comes with the Diesel King Tiger, the Japanese Tiger 1, and the M46 Tiger, along with the Tigor decal. And all of this comes at you at a low price of $49.99, or your regional equivalent. And to happen to already own the M46 Tiger pack via buying it through Golden Eagles, it actually does reduce the overall price, or at least it did for me. The last April Fool's event thing I've noticed is the Real Free Abrams Twitter account, which happens to be promoting the Free Abrams pack. A while back they did, for an April Fool's event, the Master of Russian Bias pack, which came with 3 rather good Russian premium vehicles. But they also had a little Easter egg where there was a Master of Russian Bias job application that you could fill out, and one of the ones who filled out the application would get the pack for free. So I'm hoping that this Twitter account is going to in some way give out a free Abrams pack for like a legit free Abrams. Also, the only 2 people it's following is Putin and Trump. So I don't know. What became of the ARG that I talked about last week? Well, it seems kind of nothing. After some data mines, Mike found some silly things. The final note was a text file saying, "This is Janine Sola of Green Hills, USA. They are already here. All of these years, the government has been hiding it from us. They are everywhere. In Green Hills, they use us. They play us as a puppet in their terrible game. People must know the truth. Next transmission in 792,890 seconds after maximum solar noise on satellites. Solace out." Only kind of related thing was that there was a Twitter account of the same name of Janine Sola, but that was kind of old, and it seemed like it was actually for another ARG, because Janine Sola seems to be like an ARG name for many ARGs, because the first cool ARG that got anywhere used it. Although I and a lot of other guys had a lot of fun trying to figure out the clues for this thing. And I hope Gaijin does more ARGs in the future. But also, I'm going to call out the European Canadian who blatantly stole information that me and the other dudes in that one Discord found out, giving credit to his own Discord. As an example, you know that Thurkapoo Twitter handle?
Thuk-kerpoo. It's not something which is of our language. Maybe it is from an alien civilization, but my guess is that it's this. My guess.
That wasn't your guess. That was my guess. I'm the one who figured that out. I even got the full document where I tried other things to try to figure it out. But no, of course, it was you figuring it out. You and your Discord figured all the hints. Now, I'm gonna take Hamlin's razor here and assume it's ignorance, not malice, that you're doing this. People came to you with this information, you assume that they were the ones who figured it out. Well, I don't know if you know this, but on the internet, People lie and steal a lot. Last thing they need is more people lying and stealing. Quit relying on your Discord to figure out everything for you. Do a little research. Maybe you won't end up plagiarizing other YouTubers. This isn't even about me. I'm another YouTuber. I'm trying to make money and be a guide and shell and all that. The other guys in the Discord, they're doing it of their own free will. They're not making money off this. They're just trying to figure it out. You go and take their stuff and say it's your own so you can make money off of it. And yeah, I know you did this before you were monetized or whatever, but first of all, you were still trying to grow your channel back then, and you do put ads on your videos. You are making money off the backs of other people without even giving them the slightest bit of credit. You're just saying, my Discord. Even if I was on your Discord, which I'm not, and you just said, oh, this is my idea, I would be annoyed. Like, seriously, these individuals that watch your channel, give you stuff, they deserve a little credit. They're doing this out of their own free will. Even if they don't ask for it, they deserve it. Much more than you or I. To make it clear, I don't hate the European Canadian. I do watch a few of his videos every here and then. I just feel that he crossed the line at this time. And when you mess up, you need to be called out. So, hey, no one else is doing it, I'm gonna do it. Well, a lot of other people are actually calling you out, but I probably have a much bigger voice than people on Reddit. And I'm not looking for an apology video or anything like that. Just in the future, give credit where credit is due. You know those suggested battle ratings and economic change threads that I brought up a few weeks ago? Well, now they're closed. At the end, there is a message saying, hello everyone, thank you all very much for your feedback. We will now close these topics for full review of all feedback presented. However, on the suggested economic changes, there was a note at the bottom. As a side note, we also have not forgotten the proposed future economic changes we mentioned before 1.87. We plan to review all future feedback and introduce changes in a future update, which I don't think means 1.89. I think it's just a minor update, something that we'll see in the changelog. I'm hoping it'll be as generous as past ones have, where they have the research cost of many vehicles, as have a few tanks and planes already halfway researched in preparation for this economic change. Unfortunately, no hint given in exactly when these changes will come, not even a soon. There were some forum suggestions sent to the developers that was pointed to them that these are likely to come, but they seem literally no different than the usual bunch of forum suggestions that are sent to the developers every month. Although these ones are a bit more intelligent than past suggestions I've seen that were sent to the developers. Some of the good ones that I like are standardization of silver line economy for aircraft, more colored hub options, missing large bombs, 8,000 and 12,000 pounds for the RAF, although I believe the US also used some of those bombs. 4,000 for the US and 250 kilogram for the Germans. I'm hoping that they go over the missing Japanese bombs, but I can't look at the suggestion right now because Comcast decided to pull a great April Fool's joke and kill my internet. There's also a suggestion for the AMX-30 AUF-1 GCT 155, which I believe is the artillery variant of the AMX-30, which would be a great derp gun for mid-high tier. The Type 95 Hago Late, which is a Hago with a better gun, I believe, although I think the current Hago could actually use better shells, which would make it viable, although I think what they need to do is fix their damn formula. And the suggestion for the Key 91 Japanese heavy bomber, finally, after being suggested 3 years ago, is being sent to developers, though I doubt we'll still see it. It's an incomplete prototype Japanese heavy bomber. There's quite a few other suggestions I'm not going to read through, but there'll be a link below if you care to read them yourself. There was a heavy cruiser spook that went around earlier this morning. This image was shared in multiple places. If you're wondering what that is, it's the Takao Japanese heavy cruiser, and at first glance it looks pretty legit. However, there's a few reasons why it's obviously not, but Shadow Ranger CG, the guy with some fantastic naval ideas, took it to task and opened up the dev files in the CDK and discovered it wasn't there. The other obvious reasons why this is fake is that it's in the wrong place. Japanese ships would be filed under, like, Japanese ships or something, not under a folder called A. The name is different than the way Gaijin names other vehicles in War Thunder. I mean, like, the file name, not the actual vessel name, because the way Gaijin names vessels in War Thunder seems to be that they just throw darts at a dartboard and that's what the ship's called. But what I feel is most obvious is that the photo that's being shared itself is in a really small resolution. And normally data miners who find this cool stuff, they take the biggest screenshots they can because they want to show every inch of the vessel. The only reason I can see them taking smaller screenshots than the size of the typical 1080p monitor is that if you're trying to hide the lack of detail on the model. It was figured out that the file naming matched up with a username model of the vessel. So congrats to that modeler, you made a pretty nice looking model. And to people who are trying to make fakes in the future, you gotta pay attention to the details. You can't just download some file, take a picture of it, and then bam, oh, I got a fake. You gotta make sure it looks good when you look into it. You can't just have this surface level stuff because people are going to figure that out. Make sure the screenshots are the typical size of data mine screenshots. Don't just be handing me this small little picture you got on your phone and say it's real. I ain't gonna believe you. Put more effort into it, man. In the terms of patch notes, there was patch notes for 2.0 released. The US is getting the F-14 Top Gun Premium and the F-19 Stealth Fighter. Russia is getting the Su-57, MiG-37B, the J-20 as a premium, the J-31 as a premium, the Me-262 HG-3 as a premium, and the Yak-9 TKUB, which is a Yak armed with a 37, a 47, and two 20 millis. Germany is getting a premium Spitfire LF Mark 9. Japan is getting a new twin-engine heavy fighter and a Spitfire LF Mark 9 as a premium. Italy is getting a Super Cannoli, and France is getting a premium Spitfire LF Mark 9. For ground forces, the US is getting the Skink. Russia is getting the Mouse with the V3 turret as a captured premium, the T-14 Armada, and the T-90 MS. Germany is getting the A1, 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 A1 variant of the Leopard. Japan is getting the Daikaizu Gaijila GD11A, as was in a previous CBT, and the Mitsubishi Type 73. As for helicopters, US is getting the RAH-66, which I'm pretty sure I saw in a James Bond film. Russia is getting the Mi-26 Mega Thick Boy. Germany is getting the FA-223, and Japan is getting the K1. As for things changed in the game, there actually is quite a lot less than they used to, so I think I'll just read them all. The M1A1 is now the default reserve tank and comes with the free ABRAMS player title. Due to player feedback on recent British dev blogs and our recently discovered clear anti-British bias, we have decided to remove the British tree, aviation, and army from the game. Nigel will now be the undercover British spy piloting the German Wellington Premium. Don't tell the Germans, they will realize why one of their pilots has been drinking so much tea. Japan, France, and Germany will receive Spitfire LF Mark 9s, so everyone has a Spitfire and the circle is complete. All 234s, now their upper front plate is correctly made of DU composite armor, as secret documents page 1 says so. The Mouse's turret has been now changed to the historically accurate trial turret. The Tigor 1s have had their headlights added back to make fighting in night battles easier, although this may obstruct aiming while angled. The Me-262A1A has been changed to battle rating 11.0 at rank 7 because of its overwhelming armament. All of the BE-6 turrets have been changed from 23mm to 37mm and is now at 4.3, so you should be able to bomb those bases much easier now. And the A6M's wings can now cut through anything as historically accurate. The way they did that is they folded the steel like 1,000,000 times. The Yak-9T is now a reserve vehicle for Russia, and client stability has been proved to the point where it has become self-aware and taken over all Gaijin outlets, websites, and media. All praise Gaijila 9000. Client stability has been improved. Anyways, that's all the news this week. If you've liked this video, hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, don't hit the like button. If you have any comments or concerns or questions, you can hit me up down below or on my Discord. Hit the subscribe button. I make news videos every Sunday. I make random videos throughout the week. I like to stream on Saturdays. And I want to start streaming on Twitch some other times in the week. I need to work that into my schedule. But go and follow me over there for when I get that together. So hit that bell icon to be notified anytime I upload anything. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.
My